1030. Stop above 1078. More of a breakdown structure here. It's getting exhausted in the upper regions. The third is a good old Reliance. Looks like it should not have broken the 870 mark. It has broken today. It's given some kind of chink in the armor. Looks like it's sliding down to levels closer to 840 or even lower than that. Stop about 871. So 2 shorts and 1 long.
It's a strategy that Prakash is adopting at this juncture. Time to take another quick break right here on Traders 20, but come right back. Lots more trading ideas with our experts. We'll get in Hemant Kapadia and Parag Doctor, who will be with us in just a bit.
Is getting back to normal, and if the global economy is getting back to normal, then global central banks need to get back to normal.
Some voices that are questioning whether the economy and earnings are going to be as good.
There is a lot more room for risk-taking given how sensitive the Fed is to any sharp reactions by the bond market.
Fed is now the most important institution in the world, and the way it moves, it can move markets.
The economy will continue to show signs of growth. That is what is going to strengthen the rupee and the markets.
The market rate has probably more room to go down than the policy rates.
Is this just a month's relief, or does this mean that the line that we had in the sand, that's being pushed back?
When you buy insurance, do you have the time and energy to understand it? InsuringIndia.com, your solution to insurance.
जब कपूर साहब का बिजनेस स्पीड पकड़ता है,
मेरा काम अभी बहुत बढ़ गया है. You can join from tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
तो प्रीति अपनी पहली मंजिल तक पहुंचती है. विनोद की कमाई रूट बदलती है.
हाँ, हम छोटू की फीस भेज रहे हैं.
अच्छा, ठीक था.
और छोटू की गाड़ी निकल पड़ती है. जिंदगी के हाईवे पे कोई अकेले नहीं बढ़ता. एक्सिस बैंक, बढ़ती का नाम जिंदगी.
An emerging market darling yesterday, a near basket case today. Has India as a market only flattered to deceive? How can the country regain its position as one of the most promising economies? What are the big questions that are unsettling global investors? ET Now presents you a series that answers the 6 most important questions for India's future. Catch 6 questions for India with me, Punita Kumar Sinha, only on ET Now.
To pioneer, to engineer, to innovate, to imagine, to fly, to serve, today, tomorrow.
Hey!
डैडी, हमें कभी दो जिसे जान नहीं होंगे.
घबराओ मत मीना, मैं तुम्हें भगा के ले जाऊंगा अपने स्कूटर पे, इस जमाने से दूर.
तेल की बढ़ी हुई कीमत लागू होने जा रही है और इसी के मद्देनजर
मीना.
ग्लोबल क्रूड ऑयल प्राइसेस आर राइजिंग. अमर, तुम्हारी स्कूटर की एवरेज तो तुम्हारी सैलरी से भी कम है.
खबरें बनती है आपकी पावर, इसलिए न्यूज नेशन पर हर खबर सोच समझकर.
Take a tour of Chandigarh with Ayushman at the wheel and a dash of Punjabi tadka thrown in.
राणे, ये कॉलेज की गेट खुला दे. समझ आ रहे हैं? ओके. ये ट्रू पंजाबी कल्चर है, अंदर तक जाएगी गाड़ी.
OLX.in presents Star this weekend only on Times Now.
It's like love. Enjoy. your soul. Feel it in your veins. Breathe it in your lungs and stay. It's like love. For the first time, it'll all make sense. You know it.
Back with Traders 20 on 80 now.
Well, it's pretty much a similar state for the broader end of the market, though we are trading a little bit flat as we speak. So the small cap index is currently off by just about 2 points and a marginal recovery also kicking in. Let's pull up some of the top gainers. Then you've got a United Brewery Holdings post at AGM, still showing you quite a bit of traction for the second day on the trot. Something like a BGR Energy, remember today is the AGM, so ahead of that you're seeing the counter up in the green. A BF Utilities is currently quoting at 142. Hexaware from the IT basket is looking fairly active today, and a Jet Airways also, as the chairman, will be purchasing over 1% stake in the company from other promoter entities. On the downside, though, ABG Shipyard is currently at the day's low. You've got a 3i Infotech, which is coming under a fair bit of pressure today. VIP Industries from the consumption basket is losing its sheen. Dishman Pharma is also pretty weak, as is something like a GMDC in today's trading session.
Okay, let's bring on board then Hemen as well as Parag, who are right here with us. And Hemen, to you first, and you're going all out in shorting stocks today.
Yes, morning Megha. I think markets were on an even keel till probably 45 minutes back, and suddenly we broken levels, we're showing some weakness led by the Bank Nifty. So some more downside seems to be on the cards. I have a sell on Yes Bank, Megha, at around 307, a stop loss of 310, target of 301. Once again, there's a sell call from an intraday or maximum one-day point of view. Next, I have a sell call on Cipla. Cipla is around 433, so a stop loss of 437, target of 425. Lastly, I have a sell on L&T at around 828 with a stop loss of 833 and a target of 818. Once again, all of these are short-term calls. Maybe probably from an intraday point of view or maximum till tomorrow, because you have the expiry coming in, Megha, so markets are going to be volatile and extremely difficult to figure out. So sell calls from a near-term point of view.
Yep, and volatile they are. 58.33 on the index. It's three shorting candidates from Hemen Kapadia. And Parag, it seems like that's a similar strategy that you're adopting for the day as well.
Well, yes, good morning to all of the viewers. Well, we are adopting the three sell calls. The rationale being that the 200-day average, a lot of market participants were looking at, that has cracked intraday today. And the pause in the markets yesterday seemed to have resulted in downtrend again resuming. And we are looking at maybe 5,800 or even lower levels for the Nifty, at least till the expiry tomorrow. The first sell call is on REC. The stock has been an outperformer, but it's topped out around the 200 levels. Should be headed lower to the 180 mark. The stop loss for the trade is 196. The second short call is on HPCL. The oil marketing companies are facing the brunt of the selling pressure today. And technically, HPCL has been one of the weakest stocks. It should test lower levels around 175, and the stop loss for the trade is 192. The third sell call is on DLF. Again, the reality pack has been underperforming since the last 3-4 trading days. DLF is showing weakness. It should head towards the 130 mark in the immediate term, and the stop loss for the trade is 144. For all the calls, the expiry tomorrow should be the time period one should look at, and one should cover the short positions ahead of the expiry tomorrow.
Okay, so we've got three shorts coming in from Parag as well then in the session. And that, of course, wraps up the equity ideas on the show. Let's touch base with Manisha Gupta, commodities editor, to get us the latest on what's happening in that basket of the market. And Manisha, it seems to be that safe haven demand seems to be driving the demand for precious metals at least.
Well, yes, we have seen a turnaround coming in for the precious metals after the kind of decline that we saw yesterday in New York session, almost up to 1300. We are back at around 1325 at this point in time. The physical buying is not happening and there are still concerns about Fed tapering. So looking at that, you're not expecting too much of a run-up coming in for this space. But there has been a turnaround for silver as well. That one is back at around 49,900 kind of levels. So you could be looking at some more gains, some opportunity buying on the lower side there. When it comes to energy space, well, we have seen nearly 8-week lows in the market yesterday. There is a rebound coming in for this space as well. While the geopolitical concerns from Syria and Iran seem to be easing, it really would be the US inventory data today in the evening on crude stockpiles, which is expected to decline, and that is supporting the prices right now. Take a look at the base metal space as well. While the Chinese PMI numbers have been on the stronger side and you have seen a bit of a rebound coming in for copper off those 1-week highs, markets do feel that it is more about zinc, lead and aluminum gaining going forward rather than something like a copper nickel. But having said that, markets in this space also will be watching out for the Fed budget statement. They start their new fiscal year from 1st of October, so that is something to watch out for. Let's also get in Vandana Bharti from SMC, and she joins us in Delhi with her strategies on all of these commodities. Vandana, hi, welcome. Let's talk about the base metal space first. And there's lots happening in the international markets, which is keeping this space choppy. But coming to copper, how would you want to trade that?
Yeah, Manisha, because of better PMI data of China, I'm expecting that this counter may improve further, and the only concern is that dollar index, which is trading towards the level of 80.5, may crawl towards the level of 81.5, but still there is limited upside in base metal as well as in energy counters. So yes, I am a buyer in copper, and for MCX, I would suggest that 458 should be a great level where one can initiate the buy position for the target of 465 to 466 with a stop loss of 455.
Vandana, how would you look at the crude prices also? Because in last 4 days, we have seen 5% of a decline coming in for crude. This quarter, of course, has been positive for the commodity. But how do you see the strategies today, and how do you see this current month ending now?
Again, I am a buyer in energy counter because even US inventory, we are expecting that last week crude inventories may slide towards the level of to 18 months low, and this is a very positive sign for energy counter, and slowly physical demand is improving in energy counter, and that is a good sign for this counter. So again, in crude oil October contract, I am a buyer at the level of 65.30 for the target of 65.90 with a stop loss of 65.10.
All right, Vandana, I appreciate you joining us with your strategies on commodities. That's the view coming in from SMC. They are making use of the gains in commodities and have a buy call coming in for copper and crude, both of them. But with that, it's back to you, Avan.
Thanks very much, Manisha, as always, for joining in with a glimpse of the commodities universe. And of course, we leave you with that disclaimer that you must consult your financial advisor if at all you will be taking positions in the stocks recommended. And a quick thanks then to our 6 technical experts for joining in on Traders 20. We slip into a quick break, but over the next 30 minutes, we'll be battling it out with our 3 experts on the stock game.
We are the only producer of silver. We are not producing silver at all. We started producing silver. We produce today almost close to 1,000 tons. I'm looking forward to produce more silver. Zambia, Namibia, we are in South Africa. All our business in these countries are doing very, very well. I don't know why remain focused on India.
Catch Anil Agarwal in an exclusive conversation on ET Interview. Only on ET Now. सूरज की मटकी ओए बारिश का रेला बल्ला घुमई के ओए नहले पे दहला ओ धूप है नीम बारिश करेला मीठी चुई सा काटने चला अम्ब्रेला
जो बाहरी दीवारों पे नेरोलैक एक्सेल नहीं लगाएंगे उन्हें कुछ तो लगाना पड़ेगा और एक्सेल वाले घर उनके लिए तो बस पेंट ही काफी है। कांसाई की जापानीज टेक्नोलॉजी से बना एक्सेल।